Alright, what's up guys? So now I'm going to be doing a review on the Proto space deck. It's probably one of the weirdest street decks and one of the heaviest street decks. Pretty sure it's right near 4 pounds, so that's pretty heavy, but they do last quite the time. Sometimes where they're commonly broken is you'll start off with a little crack there and on that side, and then it'll just start getting bigger and bigger, maybe like 2 little ones there. I had this deck and I broke it in like 3 months and I got warranty. So that's really cool. It has a 3-month warranty. That's really nice to have. The grind points are really good. They're pretty thick, but when you first get it, it's aluminum and there's no like clear coat or anything over it, so it's kind of sticky at first when you grind rails. That's just what I thought. But the blunt room on the deck, very big, as you can see, probably just around the TSI, 2.5 inches there, so that's really good. A lot of room. The head tube is kind of ugly, to be honest. I don't know how I feel about it, but I kind of got used to it over time. Now I'll show you guys how to take this apart and put it together after I show you the back system. Also, one more thing I don't like about it is the brake. The way they made it is like these brake bolts, the furthest they go back is that much, and there's still that much room. So when I had it, it's like there's a lot of pressure there. So if you'll use your brake a lot, which I did at the time, I broke a lot of brakes. I went through a brake like maybe once every 2 weeks, and that really sucked because they're like $25. And these washers like stick up, as you can see. That's kind of weird. I don't really like that either. I don't know why they did that, but they did. What I do love, and I love this out of every deck, I love these dropouts. They're so nice for 5-0s for any trick. Look how flush that is and just how good that looks there. And you can switch these pegs out so your deck doesn't get grinded down a lot, and it's just really easy. They slide in good. The back wheel has 2 spacers. They're kind of big, which is a pain, unlike the TSI. If you haven't seen that video, go check it. It was the one before this. But besides that, really good deck. They have a little cute cutout logo. I think that's pretty cool. And now I'm going to show you guys how to take this off and put it back on. Taking it off, there's 3 holes on each side, and there's actually like a short little nub axle thing that goes through there, and you got to take them all apart. Alright, so once you unscrew them, which is kind of timely, I time-lapsed it, but that probably took maybe around a minute or so. You have to, there's like these screws, you can't really see, yeah, you can kind of see them there. You kind of have to like poke that through the head tube. That part right there, you have to poke it through. So you're going to need something like this, and then just poke it through to the other side. Grab this out. I'll show you guys what this is in a second. There's 3 bolts holding it all together. And then on the other, so the bolts look like this. This is called the hardware that comes along with it. It's like that. And these 2 things screw into each side. So the head tube, sometimes it's kind of jammed up. Usually it is. But it should come out decently easy. That hit the ground pretty hard, fuck. But the head tube's really big itself. Like compared to a TSI head tube, you can just see the difference. Like it's a lot bigger. Like it's just really beefy and bulky. That's also what I kind of don't like about it, but if looks and weight doesn't really matter, and like you really like grinds, I feel like this would be a good deck. But once you take it out, this is pretty much what happens. There's like a groove in there. You can see it on both sides. And then there's like a groove in there at the bottom. So what you do is you slide it in, and then this actually goes through the black head tube. You gotta line it up. You put it through the head tube, all 3 bolts. maybe push them in just a little so you know they're all the way to the deck. And then you take the short little nubs, like that. You kind of balance it on an Allen key. And then you go in the other side, and you push it, get it through the hole, and you just screw it. You can hold the other one with your finger, or you can use the other Allen key. Doesn't really matter. But this process, you don't have to do a lot with the deck, maybe once or twice. It doesn't really come loose often. And a lot of people say you can't dial a Proto deck. You definitely can dial it, for sure. They definitely stay tight. But they do make some scary noises when you're first riding them. I think it's because of the headset, you gotta wear it in. It's kind of weird, but... So yeah, this, it only takes like a minute or less than that, but... So yeah, that's tight, solid, dialed, you can kind of hear it. And also to tighten the axle, you're gonna need an Allen key to go to that end, just like any other deck. But this, you'd have to get like a special socket that fits inside there, which I have. Or you can just use a flat blade, but it's kind of hard at first. Geese are pretty annoying, but that's alright. Yeah, it's pretty good deck. Very good for grinds. Like if you really like grinding and you're like a street type of dude, you don't really mind looks, you don't mind the look, and you don't really mind weight, definitely a really good deck. They come in 21, 22, 23, and 24 long. Longest deck on the market. Super long. That's pretty crazy. But yeah, this is the Proto deck. They only come in this color, black head tube, silver deck plate. That's it. You can paint it if you want, but that's what it comes in. 83 degree head tube angle. Really nice deck. Also, I forgot to mention, the deck plate cost $100, the head tube costs $150, the hardware's $25, and the brakes $25. So that all, and the pegs, all that really adds up to is like near $320. So it's definitely one of the most expensive decks, but it's so expensive because once you break the deck plate, you can just switch it out for a brand new other deck plate, and it's only $100. So it's really like a good just switch investment. I don't know. So that's really cool. That's just it on the Proto deck. Really good deck. Like I said, really good for grinds. So if you're looking to buy that, definitely do that. Peace out, guys. Like and subscribe.